Hey, Nora.
Hi, Dad.
What are we going to talk about today?
Today we're going to talk about school.
Welcome to the Norah and Dad show. I am famously Dad, otherwise known as John.
And I am Nora.
Famously known as Nora.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. Nothing else to add to that.
Nothing else to add to the
I'm
Nora piece?
simply just Nora.
You're simply just Nora
My
with
friends
an H.
call me Norm.
Norm, Nora, it's all good. First of all, before we get to the topic of the day, which Nora tells me is going to be school, I just want to say a quick thank you to everyone who has taken the time to download and listen in our first week of being live on the internet. Thank you all very much for your downloads and reviews and kind words. And with that, Nora,
Yes.
you want to talk about school?
Yeah.
You like school.
I love school. Well, okay. I guess the topic is just very fresh in my head since I have midterms next week. But, I am not nervous for any of my midterms. I'm excited for them.
So by the time this airs and is live, we're going to drop new episodes every
I will
Tuesday.
be done. Well, I guess I won't be done. I'll be done with my math one, which is the one I'm more nervous about. But I'm not really nervous about it because we get a note card.
So what is it that you, as maybe the not, I don't want to say not normal, that sounds mean.
That's really mean, wow.
But I would say most kids don't like school, but most kids don't go to a school like you do. Why don't you explain the school that you and your brother go to, Lake Ridge Academy?
So they're going to use this. They could use this in a commercial or something. So I've been going to, it's a K through 12 college preparatory school. And I've been going there since kindergarten. And I don't know, I just love the teacher. There is not a single teacher that I don't like there. I've had positive experiences with all of them. I just like the way that things are taught because, there's not a set curriculum that teachers have to teach by. So, if they want to do something, they just have to get it approved by, the head of that department, and then they can do it. So, for example, in my chemistry class this year... Oh, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, I'm going to get back to your chemistry class, but it's an independent school, meaning that the school is not limited by the restrictions of state standardized testing. The teachers are really free to set their own curriculum, which in the case of your chemistry class, for example, Miss Evans does
I will explain.
really, really, really well. Go ahead.
Yeah, so basically, I love it so much. So the entire year, we don't have any tests. It's not, if you're in honors or AP, then you have to, just because that's how it is, how the department wants it to be. In AP, it has to be. But if you are not in honors like I am, we learn everything in our units through forensics cases. So the entire year, we're following the case of this missing woman. As of right now, there isn't a body yet, but we're hopefully going to get there soon. It's just so fun. So instead of having a midterm, I just have a forensics project that I've been working on the past week and a half with my friend who's my lab partner. And it is just, I love it. It's so fun.
Is the school so bougie that they're going to actually give you a real body for your chemistry class?
No, but we've recommended using one of the kids in our class who's annoying as a subject.
You're not going to kill him?
No. Well, it was a joke. It was a joke. I'm not actually going to kill him. It was a joke.
There's not going to be any autopsies on any students?
No.
That's mean, by the way. You shouldn't do that to kids.
He is in on the joke. He thinks it's funny.
Okay, that's a different story.
No,
you need to lead with that.
No, he is not being bullied. He thinks it's goofy.
Okay, you got to lead with that. We're joking around with so-and-so that he's going to be the body, and it's okay because we all think he's kind of annoying anyway. Yeah,
no, he's aware of it as well. He is not being targeted.
Got it.
He puts himself as the target.
Got it. Okay, so other than your amazing chemistry class, which, by the way, does sound amazing, tell me what else it is about being a student that you enjoy so much.
Well, the class sizes are really small, so I really like that because I get to know my teachers.
And when you say small, because
my biggest class is my math class, and that has 26 people in it, and that's huge for Lake Ridge.
When I went to school, the normal class was 35 kids. That was a normal class.
It's a 1-to-8 student-teacher ratio, I think, something like that.
Oh, now this does sound like a commercial for the school.
I remember from my open house touring, there are 93 acres, an 8-to-1 ratio.
It is one of the things that I think makes the school unique, and something that, so when I was in high school, actually all through school, so I went to big, like, inner city public schools in Philadelphia, and they had a separate, they called it the mentally gifted program, which is such a terrible name because it makes us sound like, I don't know, touched or something, I don't, like special, I don't know. But I was in the mentally gifted program. It
You
sounds
got coffee.
it's yeah, I did get coffee in high school, we had our own lounge. But in that program we had our own set of teachers, and they only taught the gifted classes, and then in high school, like, they taught the AP classes as well. And so we were able to develop those kind of relationships with the faculty, in at least some of the faculty in, like, grade school, middle school, and then definitely in high school, because we were always like, those were our teachers for all of our classes. But I think that's one of the things, getting back to my original point in like a really roundabout way, I think it's one of the things that makes your school super unique, is that, like, every year you've had just such amazing, like, relationships with your teachers.
I love all of my teachers so much, especially my
It's
middle
like-
school teachers. I miss them all so dearly. I miss 7th and 8th grade history every day.
Shout out to Matt Barker. I know he's listening.
Hi, Mr. Barker. I miss your class.
So tell the listener some of the other things that at least make your upper school experience
Tigglebis.
so unique. So Tegobis, what is Tegobis?
Thank goodness
I know what it
we're
is, but
back in school. Oh, we do it every year. So at Lakeridge, we have houses like in Harry Potter. I don't like Harry Potter, but houses like Harry Potter based off of, like, it's Dante, Da Vinci, Locke, and Newton. I'm in Da Vinci. Go purple. And we have Thank Goodness We're Back in School. It's the first Friday of every school year. And we get in our houses and we just do little competitions, and then we get points based on whoever, like, wins. It's like field day. We just call it Tigglebis. But we have and events throughout the entire year, and we have something called House Cup. So, like, we'll do can wars, and we raise cans for, like, a food shelter. And then we also do this thing called Iron Shaft. I don't know if we're still doing it, though. Last year we did, like, a lip sync battle instead, and people seemed to like that more. It's so fun.
How's Da Vinci doing in the House Cup this year?
We came in 3rd for Tigglebis. Not great. But Da Vinci normally wins Can Wars. Like, that is, like, their thing that they normally get.
I know, because you come home and say, Dad, I need $100 for cans. I have no choice.
Well, there is a choice. It's for the community. It's for the community.
I know, it's community service. And I will say your school does.
We have day of service, too.
An amazing job. One of the things your mom and I was concerned about, your mom grew up going to parochial schools and then Catholic high school. And she was concerned, and I was also concerned, not sending you to a parochial school, about losing the service aspect that those schools do really, really well. And you haven't lost that at all.
You probably got more of it.
Because they do service tremendously well.
Yeah, so we also have this thing called Day of Service, which is, like, sometime in September. It got pushed back, like, a month this year because of rain this year because of rain. But we get paired up with elementary schoolers if you're in the upper school, and you just get to go do stuff with them for, like, this one day. It's either on campus or off campus. So, like, this year I was paired up with a 3rd grader, and we just, like, took care of some of the gardens on campus. But in previous years, like, we've gone to beaches and cleaned up stuff and found, like, heroin needles on beaches and, like, one of the beach. Yeah.
My tuition dollars hard at work.
We didn't touch those.
Scrapping up heroin needles on the beach.
Or, like, used feminine
Go Cleveland.
products. Yeah. So that's always fun. We went to a waterfall once and cleaned that up.
I think Lake Ridge is now reconsidering using this as a commercial for the school.
No, he took care of it, took it off the beach. We didn't touch it, but some of the teachers did with, like, tongs. It was super fun. And I'm trying to think of other service things we do. I mean, I guess this isn't really a service thing, but I get to help out with the little kids, and that's so fun.
There's the Three Kings dinner every year.
That goes along with Holiday Project. Like, we get gifts and cans.
And you guys are knee deep in Holiday Project, and so this is going to air. This will go live on Tuesday, and then Friday is your last day of school before.
Well, technically tomorrow is my last day of school.
But Friday, explain how you're going to spend your half day at school on Friday.
Well, I get to be a caroler. I'm so excited. Or they're calling us elves, but I just get to sit in the choir room with my friends and my lovely choir teacher and sing songs with little kids for half a day.
Shout out to Mr. Mott, who is probably also listening.
He does listen. Hello, Mr. Mott. So yeah, I'm super pumped for that. I was so excited when I found out I'd be able to do that. But if you
But then,
don't,
yeah, but then what else goes on campus on
if
Friday?
you're not an elf, then you get paired up with if you're in like older, you get paired up with a little kid, and you like sort cans that we've been collecting or coins that other like the 2 lower schools have been doing. And it's like they make candy bags, stuff like that. And then the middle schoolers, they that Thursday before they go to Walmart, they get shopping lists and they each shop for a kid, and they wrap those presents on Friday. And it's like my favorite part of going to Lake Ridge, I think. Besides like the academics and stuff, that's like something I look forward to every year. It's a really nice thing to have after midterms.
Well, I am
and mock
really,
trial.
as a lawyer, I was excited you were doing chose to do mock trial this year.
I love mock trial. I'm told I'm going to regret that, but I love it.
I'm just glad that you enjoy like going to school every day, and you've enjoyed like your educational experience. I enjoyed being a student and learning. I can't say I was in love with going to school till I got to college, just because I was this is embarrassing, but I was kind of a dorky kid growing up, a little nerdy. Maybe I blossomed when I got to college, because otherwise someone like your mom would not have agreed to marry me. So I'm glad that I came into my own as I got on in life. My point is, I didn't always love going to school. I liked the experience of learning and the things I learned, but I didn't always enjoy the environment. And so I'm glad that you have an environment to go to that you feel safe and happy in, with teachers that you know support you and good friends, and that you just love being a student. It makes me very happy.
Or like today, the two, there's more than 2 English teachers, but the 2 like English teachers from my grade, they're married, and they made cookies and like bread, and they like made hot chocolate for every student in the upper school. We just had to bring our own mugs because they were like, we know you're stressed for midterms and like essays and stuff, so we just wanted to do this.
That's fantastic.
Just like unprompted. And last year they did like root beer floats for finals. So like I love that. I love Miss Guggenheim and Mr. Davis.
Fantastic. Well, this was, as always, a lovely conversation. Thank you for choosing.
Like not sponsored by Lake Ridge.
Not yes. This pod. You said you wanted sponsorship, so this podcast not sponsored by Lake Ridge Academy, although it sounds very much like it. Thank you for picking such a nice topic. I, as always, enjoyed our conversation. Norah, if people want to find you online outside of the listening experience of the Norah and Dad show, where do they go to find you?
You can find me, Norah Marie Music, on pretty much any social media platform you can think of. Norah with an H.
And you can find me, John Hyman, no H in the John. I gave Norah my H, all over the socials, as well as at ohioemployerlawblog.com. Thank you all for listening. We'll be back next week with another episode. Norah, any parting words? Should people maybe drop us a little review on the Apple on the Apple Podcast app?
As of right now, we have 1 review. Well, there's 10 reviews, but 1 written review. So
if you like what you hear, drop a review. We'd really appreciate it.
5 stars.
And Norah says, as always, 5 stars.
No other option.
It's all there is. They give you other options. We just appreciate it if you. Norah says no other options. Thank you all for listening. We'll be back with another.
Strong suit.
We'll be back with another episode. We'll be back with another episode next week. Thanks, Norah. Love you, kiddo.
Love you too.